Hello again for another CyberDefenders challenge walkthrough. This time we'll tackle a Linux challenge. So again, yeah, just not to violate anything, we are doing a retard challenge, and this one is titled Insider Lab. So yeah, let's start. So this one scenario. After Karen started working for the Tau USA 1, she began doing illegal activities. So, case of insider threat. So, they have acquired the disk image and found that Karen uses Linux OS on her machine. So, we need to analyze that, and we got 11 questions. So, let's get started. Okay, so number one question: which Linux distribution is being used on this machine? Alright, so yeah, we're given, you have to download the Linux image file, and we're gonna use the tool as suggested here, the FTK imager. So I have it downloaded already, so to save you the time of waiting. And we have already extracted the file, so to load that in the FTK imager, we just do file. Alright, bear with my virtual machine. Hope it works anytime soon. Oh, add evidence item. Of course, it's an image file, so meaning, yeah, it's a forensic copy of Karen's machine in this case. So we have to browse it, and this one, it has an extension of .81. This one, so open it, finish. Okay, so now it's loaded. Let's see here. We're looking for the OS, right? So let's see if there's any. Okay, how about the boot? Grub. Let's see if there are any references to the OS machine. How about this one? Okay, it seems nothing is there. Let's see here. Any reference? How about root? Root. Any reference to the? Okay, how about this one? How about the log files? Okay, what's this mock changer log? Can we see the contents here? No. Okay, nothing in there. Anything else that might lead us? Alright, no name. How about the grub? There should be something here. Yeah, this is related to boot, right? So nothing. Okay, nothing. I think something is interesting here. How about installer? Hardware summary. Okay, I think we're into something. So as you can see here, Linux Karen hacker. Alright, so yeah, so I think she's using a Kali machine. How about this one? And yeah, I think this is the one, the exact Kali version, 2017, that one. So yeah, let's see if that's the answer we're looking for here. Kali. Alright, cool. Okay, so number 2, what is the MD5 hash of the Apache access.log? So if you're not familiar, I think it's somewhere around in the var folder, var log. So let's see here, var log. Oh yeah, this one, Apache 2. Yeah, access log. This one. So can we get the MD5 hash of this? Barlog Apache. But it has 0 bytes, so maybe not this file because it has no contents. So are there any access log? Hmm, that's weird. Apache access.log. Yeah, so maybe this is the one. Even so, let's see here. Maybe we could export the file and do a hash check on that. Okay, let's see this PC. Let's do desktop. Okay, let's see if it's now in the desktop. This one, the access.log. So we can right click on it. Let's see if we could do some. Yeah, there's no MD5 here. We're being asked for MD5 hash, right? So we can do a PowerShell here. PowerShell.exe. Let's see if this works. Alright, it works. So what we can do is a PowerShell get hash algorithm MD5 to get the MD5 hash. Yeah, anytime now when it loads. Come on, virtual machine, okay. Yeah, never mind the user. This is just a test VM. Okay, let us load it up. So do ls here. Okay. Then get dash hash and then point it to the file. Get dash hash. Okay. Access.log dash algorithm MD5. Okay, get dash hash. Oh, it's not recognized. Oh, no worries. Another one we could use. There's no hashing there, so we could do virus total. Or any online hasher out there. So because if you upload any file in VirusTotal, it will give you the hash values. So this is the one I can think of very quickly, but there are lots of online hashers, and my VM is really not cooperating that much in terms of performance. Just bear with me. Right, so from here, yeah, this VM doesn't have any, or maybe I'm typing the commands wrong. Get hash PowerShell. Yeah, internet of this VM is way too slow. Okay. Okay, I think it's loading now. Okay, so pointed to that access.log. Open. Alright, that does it. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's an empty file. So why? Oh, it's supposed to be get dash file hash. Okay, there you go. Oh, I think I got my syntax wrong. Okay, that's it. I think this is the answer we're looking for. Let's see here. Thank you, Virus Total, for loading so slow. Okay, let's see here. There you go. So yeah, I hope you learned some PowerShell Kung Fu there. That's for question 2. Question 3. It's suspected that the credential dumping tool was downloaded. What is the name of the downloaded file? So for this one, common Linux download path, it will show you as well. Akali also has a desktop or a download folder, as you can see here. This tab desktop, oh, she has that famous credential dumping Mimikatz, so most likely it's in the downloads folder as well. So yeah, Mimikatz, that's the one we're looking for. Okay, we needed the exact file. So what's the exact file there? Mimikatz underscore trunk. That's it. Mimikatz underscore trunk. That's zip. All right. Okay. Yeah. Next question. A super secret file was created. What is the absolute path of this file? Okay. So this one root. Okay, we have a hint here. So maybe we could start looking there. Let's see here. Okay, so when it comes to working with Linux, one of the useful artifacts is of course the command line history, which is otherwise called here bash history for Linux machines. So we can see here root. So we could typically find it just within the root folder. So so yeah, as you can see here, we have here the bash history, bash rc. So this one is the historical command lines executed in the terminal. Okay, so you are a hacker. Okay, that's nice. So these are all. So we are being asked what's the super secret file, and I think we've found the answer already here. Okay, he created a super secret file here using touch command for the user sneaky. So this is the one we're looking for. Yeah, we're being asked for the absolute path, so we can copy this. Right click, copy. Uh, Paste. Submit. Alright, and that does it. So that's number 4. Okay. Uh, okay, next question. What program did the file did you think will make it easy during its execution? Okay. So again, yeah, I think the bash history will greatly help here because anything executed by the terminal, assuming it's executed by a terminal by Karen at the time, will show up here. Did you think would make it easy that JPEG? Anything? Alright, so okay, I think we found the answer. Binwalk. Let's try. Binwalk is a program. And there you go. Alright. Okay, number 6. What is the third goal from the checklist Karen created? Right, Karen. Again, we can take cues for the files created either in the desktop, created in the desktop, right? Which is in this case, there's a checklist here, which is the one being asked as well. So yeah, clicking on it below, FTK Imager will show you the file's contents. So yeah, there's 3 contents here. Gain Bob's trust. Okay, who is Bob? Learn how to hack. So yeah, definitely she's onto something here. And the third goal is profit. Okay, let's see if that's the question or the answer to the question. Rather, profit. Alright, cool. And next now, how many times was Apache ran? So I think we've searched the logs before, and I think we've seen zero size for the log file. Access that log. Yeah, 0. It has no content. So, which means to say it was never run. So let's see. The hint here is just a single character, so most likely it's 0. Okay, cool. Alright. Mm. Okay, number 8. The machine was used to launch an attack on another. Which file contains the evidence for this? Alright, so we're being asked of a file name here as an evidence to the attack to another machine. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the user's interacted file, so most likely desktop. Of course, Mimikatz is for file dumping. Anything here? Nope, none. How about in the user's documents? Oh, what happened? My first hack. Okay, my first hack. Okay, bob.txt. What does this contain? 0 files. So this one I think we could open if we'd export it. Export file, desktop. Let's export it to desktop and open it. Okay, let's see if this is the file. What does this look like? Is this the evidence we're looking for? Let's see. Okay, it's taking a while. Why is it? It's just a simple 2 kilobyte file. Maybe edit. Yeah, this BM is quite problematic. Valid bitmap file. Oh, it's masquerading as JPEG. It's not really JPEG. Okay, that's why. So I think that's not, does it corresponds to the number of bytes? So yeah, I think it does. The answer here does not correspond to the correct number of bytes as well. And it has a 4 character extension. Okay, so maybe not this file. It's just 3 character extension. .jpg. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go back to that bash history. Maybe there's some evidence there of any execution to a remote machine. Okay, this caught my eye. It's a Metasploit framework. Okay, MSF console, yeah, should run it multiple times. Interesting. Okay, MSF, root. Interesting. Right, and there's another. Oh, this one. There's another JPEG here. Oh, what is this? It's an actual picture. And most likely, yeah. This is not from another. This is seems from another desktop. Okay, interesting. So maybe we could try to export this file. Desktop. So desktop. Yeah, we could try to edit it as well. And let's try this for the answer. Rename. Yeah, so most likely this is the evidence of the attack to a different machine using the Metasploit framework. Let's see here. Submit. And yeah, it's really a JPEG file, as we can see here. Alright. Maybe for bragging rights or yeah, self-fulfillment. But anyway, why record the it's quite an evidence. So yeah, that does it. That's for Q8. Alright, number 9. Almost there. It is believed that Karen was taunting a fellow computer expert through a bash script with the documents directory. Who was the expert that Karen was taunting? Okay, a bash script. I think we've seen some evidence of it. So we're looking for a bash script, right? So let's see here. Let's go back to the desktop. Nope. Is there any script there about Mimikatz? Nope, no script in the documents. Yeah, we've seen this my first hack. Any script here? Oh yeah, there are scripts here. First script. What is this first script? So yeah, it's simply an IP route. And that's that. About the first script. Okay, so another bash script here. Showing you your current path echo, show my default route. So I did an IP route. Show network connections with port 80. And then echo. Yeah, so it's referring to Young. So any other names here? Nope. So most likely he's taunting this young guy. So let's see. Okay. Young. Submit. Yeah, that's it. Okay, number 10. A user executed the su command to gain root access multiple times at 11:26. Who was the user? So this one we will be deep diving in the var log again. So var log is a Linux directory containing all the log files. So it's an equivalent of Windows event logs. Okay, so we were interested in the authentication. This one. So 11:26. So 11:26. That would be any 11:26 here. No, no, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 11:26. Nope, no 11:26 here. They didn't specify the date, by the way. Was there any date? Yeah, what date are we operating or investigating? Yeah, that thing. Let's review the scenario. Yeah, no exact date. Oh, anyways. Yeah, so let's go back. 11:26. So let's just rely on the timestamp. Let's see for the other day with 11:26. By the way, you can do this by a Linux machine as well. It's just so happen that I'm using a Windows forensic machine and FTK imager. We can mount it actually on a Linux box, do grep, but this time, yeah, I'm using visual inspection. So 11:26, no 11:26 March 19. So yeah, yeah, it's quite tedious, but let's move on. Okay, let's move to March 20. Any 11:26 here? Oh, I think we're onto something here. There's a lot of 11:26 timestamps here, and what user can we see with the successful SU? Yeah, it's successful SU for Postgres. So it's the Postgres user. So let's see if that's the user we're looking for. Postgres. Yeah, it is. Good job there. Okay. And finally, 11. Based on the bash history, what is the current working directory? Again, you should be familiar with the bash history location by now. It's on a per user basis. So in this case, only root has a working directory here, no other user. So bash history, what's the current working directory? So to change directory, they use cd command for Linux or any Unix machine. So cd. So we're being asked of current working directory. Okay. So what's the cd? Okay. Root. The root documents. So yeah. The cd here, root documents my first hack. Cd root. So there are multiple cd commands here. cd documents. So, but I think based on the hint, it's a 3-layer directory. So let's see any 3-layer directory here. cd varlog, just this 2 directory. So this is a 3 directories down. So most likely fitting the answer that we're looking for. Okay, let's remove the other. Alright, we made it. So thank you very much for joining me again and see you on the next challenge.